Happy Black Car Day, y'all. Today's Black Car Day. Well, this morning I was recording. I was talking about the black cars last night that I saw, and then like all today, there's just a lot more black cars than usual. Just a lot of black cars everywhere that I went. And there was the white cars and all the other color cars too, as usual. But there's just more black cars than usual today. A lot of them. Like all day, and like every time I come back from a delivery, there's black cars on the street, and just multiple black cars all at once. So today was Black Car Day, I guess. Just a lot of them, and a lot of one tail light black cars, and I think some one headlight black car. A lot of one headlights as usual. Whenever I'm driving, there's one headlights all the time. Like usually, there's a lot of them. and they'll just be meeting me right at intersections. And then I saw a few piglets stalking as usual. And then I think it was the first delivery today or whatever. I go to this apartment. The guy answers the door in a red shirt. And then right when I hand over the delivery, his baby inside starts crying. Right as I hand over the delivery, the baby starts crying. And then like right as I hand him his receipt or something like that, the baby like cries harder. So that happened. And that's always happening, that babies will start crying or screaming, or children will start crying or screaming synchronized. Or screaming like they're like in pain or something. This baby just started crying like it's upset. Babies just cry, babies just cry normally or whatever. But it just starts crying right as I hand over the food. So what is that? Why is that happening all of the time? And do the parents know that it's happening, or do they not know that it's happening, or they're the ones doing it, or what? Why is this always happening? And what is happening? And why? And then, like, I came back from a delivery, like, later on tonight, and right as I pull up, there's this blue car pulling up, and I think it was syncing up with, like red cars or whatever it was doing. It was synchronizing before I came in the parking lot, and it pulls into the parking lot right as I do. And then this young boy gets out with a red shirt on out of the blue car, and he walks up and he's like picking up a carry-out order, and like I am the only one that's not busy with anything, probably strategically, so that I hand him the order or whatever, because they're just always doing that, where they'll just I'll be the one that has to check out the gang stalker on their order. So it's this kid coming in with a red shirt on, and he just looks like uncomfortable. He's like uncomfortable or like embarrassed or something. Like he doesn't want to gang stalk me or whatever. Like he just has this look on his face like he's uncomfortable and he doesn't want to be there gang stalking. He's like a young child, like 10 years old or 12 years old or whatever. And he just has this look on his face like he doesn't want to do it, but he's like, his mom or whoever sent him in there and is like forcing him to do it, even though he doesn't want to. Like he's just I don't know. Like I can just read people's facial expressions really well, and that's just what he looks like. You know? And then like I'll go to the gas pump and I'll put the gas nozzle in the car, and like I guess the people inside switch it for you to start pumping or whatever. Like after you flick the thing up that the nozzle sits in, like it doesn't turn on so that I can start pumping until they turn it on inside the building, I think, or whatever. And it won't do that until a white car drives by on the street or something. Like I'll just be standing there waiting to pump the gas, and then a white car will drive by on the street, and then I can pump the gas. Just every time I go gas up. Every time. And then like I'll just always see people just driving by me, and they're just like they're like eating snacks in their car, and they're just like looking at me. It's like they're like in a zoo or something. They're like driving by an animal looking at it, or they're like driving by looking at Christmas lights or something. Like they're just looking at me like that. Like I'm just like this spectacle that they're just looking at as they drive by. Like I'm a celebrity or something. But it's like all my fans hate me though. It's like I'm a celebrity, but everyone hates me instead of loves me. It's weird. And like I don't know these people either. I'm just looking at them like, okay, bro. And then, like I said, like I always say, I think a lot of people don't want to do it, and a lot of times they'll start out looking like they're like they'll start out just like happy and like and just like whatever, like they're having a good time stalking me or whatever. And then like usually they'll see how angry it makes me or whatever, or like whatever, they'll come to some realization along the line where like the look on their face changes to like they're like sad, and like they don't want to stalk anymore, but they have to. Like it goes from like they enjoy doing it to like I don't know. It's weird. Like I've seen a lot of people where like they'll start out like enthusiastic or whatever, and then they're just like sad and like embarrassed to stalk me after that. Like after a few weeks or whatever. And then from that point on, that's what they look like. I don't know what's going on with these people. Oh, and there was an ambulance that met me at an intersection today. I was driving down this street and there's all these houses on it, so I can't see, I can't see through the house. So I'm driving up to this intersection, and right as I drive up to it, this ambulance pulls up from the side to it with the sirens on. Just pulls up with the sirens on right as I pull up. Just like, like startles me because I didn't see it coming. And I had my music playing, so I didn't hear it either. Like, I heard it, but I thought it was like far away from me or whatever. But he just pulls up to the intersection right as I do. Stupid. Yep. I don't know what else though. I mean, just, all the white cars and just everything. Just, there's a billion other gang stalkers as usual, but I mean, those are the highlights of today. This synchronizer Olympics. I don't know. I might go out walking around later and record them. I don't know. And then, like, there's this kid that, like, had a red shirt on. And it was, like, right as I was turning through this intersection, he was, like, I don't know if he was there already, but, like, I didn't see him before that. And he's just, like, standing there at the crosswalk, like I don't know. They'll just do things to make it look like I'm, like I'm getting in people's way, or like I'm like impatient or whatever, but they're getting in my way. They'll just walk up to the crosswalk right as I drive by it, and then like act like I'm like being rude because I drove through it, but they just walked up to it right there, and like, I don't know, it's just dumb. Gaslight Olympics. And then like there's this one house that I delivered to. Like, I pull up to the house, and this guy walks out with a red shirt with the white American flag on it that the gang stalkers always have on their shirts. He just walks around the back of the house right as I pull up to the house. I'm just gang stalked by the customers that I'm delivering to. And like, they're just like, it's so dumb. Like, they're just like acting all polite and just like, it's just normal, it's just regular, but they're just stalking me the whole time. And you're just like you're basically just forced to play pretend with these idiots. Otherwise, they just gaslight you and make you look like the problem. So you just gotta play pretend with them. And it's like exhausting, you know? It's like I don't want to like go away, dude. Leave me alone. Stop stalking me. That's what I want to say, but I can't. But I should, but I can't. And then insects are just really fucking annoying. The robot insects. They're just constantly, especially when I'm driving, there's just a fly in my car that won't leave, and he's just constantly landing on me and flying up in my face. It's just like, dude. And bugs are just always flying by me and flying in my face. Like as I walk around at synchronized moments. Like all kinds of bugs. It's crazy. Oh, and then I posted that video, that Daylight video today, where I think Daylight's being gang stalked in his live streams. And that's just 2 examples that I posted up. But I've been watching his live streams lately, and it seems like whenever he's walking on the path that's like out by his house or whatever, it seems like there's people, like he'll always point his camera at people too and be like, look at these NPCs over here, GTA looking ass and whatever. And then but people will ride by simultaneously or walk by simultaneously or whatever. Like someone will walk by and someone will ride by on a bike simultaneously with each other, and like cars will drive by, and but those videos that I showed, like those people walk up right at the start, right when he starts going live, and then they start talking right when he starts talking, and this bird is going caw, 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 right at the same time. I think it was a crow or something. And then the other video on that video that I posted, they're just like walking by simultaneously with a train driving by and stuff. It's like one person walking this way, one person walking this way, and a train going by at the same time. And then this other guy walks by in front of him, and then a guy on a bike rides up in front of him on the grass. And things like that are always happening on his live streams, it seems. And then like he'll be going off on something, getting really deep on whatever topic, and then either his connection will cut out, or they'll like make it laggy or whatever, or a plane will fly over, or a car will, a loud truck will drive by on the street or whatever. People will come up and start talking next to him or whatever. It seems like that's always happening. And like they'll do that to me, like when I'm talking on live streams, like it's like they're trying to distract me or whatever. If I'm like, you know. And then there was this other live where like a siren was going off at the start of it, and someone said something about gang stalkers in the comments, and Daylight was like, yeah, gang stalking's real. something like that, and that's all that he said. But he just says things like that and like alludes to it, but he never really actually says it. I don't like, or like someone was saying that he was talking about it on one of his lives, but I've never seen that one, I don't think. This is kind of weird. I've been watching a lot of his lives lately, and it seems it seems to happen a lot. Like there will be like people hitting their lock buttons at seemingly synchronized moments, and car horns and things like that. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about today. That video that I made today, though, that was crazy. I mean, they're all crazy, but like, it's just non-stop gang stalkers on that video. It's just like some people walking away from me right as I walk by them. Just white cars everywhere at every intersection and all the things. Just another video where people walk away right when I walk by them. Just another one, just like the 100th video where that exact thing has happened. Where people are standing around talking to each other, and then right when I walk by them, they walk away from each other and go, "See you later." That exact thing has happened. I don't know how many times on video. A lot. A lot of different videos, that exact thing is happening. If you go watch my videos, you will see that I'm not lying at all. I would go through all of them and make a compilation of it, but that would take me 20 hours at least. So just go watch the videos and you'll find it eventually. You'll find it multiple times, over and over. Like, how can that be a coincidence? You know? I'm lying. Like, if I'm a schizo, why is there always people walking away from me right as I walk by them, going, "See you later"?